Hello United States and hello YouTube, and tonight I wanted to make a special video about my personal ambition for space, for a space program for my presidency starting 2016. And I would start a new shuttle program that would entail a indefinite mission to space, expanding the space program with jobs first of all, and focused on jobs for the United States of America. And my space program would have a indefinite ambition to stay in space that would entail techniques, and I would request scientists to discover these techniques and research them, that would be ways to stay in space for longer periods of time. And I have some ideas about that, scientific ideas, and really the resources we would want are two resources: biodoming in space, as in growing our own food while we're in space to stay out there longer, and solar energy, because solar energy is what we're going to need to fuel our spacecraft while in space. And certainly there are solar panels on the International Space Station, I'm sure there are, and we need to have a mission to the moon that will be a base on the moon and eventual mission from the moon to Mars, entailing some kind of solar sails ship. And we're going to have to look into all sorts of sciences and trajectories for getting to Mars, and also projections of how to get there and to be able to stay on Mars once you get there. So there's certain key points to the science that I would encourage with my presidency. But the mission to space would be infinite, because once you can stay in space and refuel yourself based on the food you grow and the solar energy that you produce in space, then you're staying out there based on the fuels that are available in space, which is solar energy mainly. There's not water in space, there's not there's not oil in space. You have to fuel based on solar energy. And we're going to have to take enough water and diesel fuels and seeds to sustain ourselves for a long period of time. But we want to be able to grow food in space, and enough to eat, and rely on robotics as much as possible to replace crew members, and rely on solar energy to carry our spacecraft further than we've ever gone before. And I want to go further than we've ever gone before in space. Basically, I would have a mission to Mars involving the international community that would put a base on the moon first, where we get to traveling back and forth from space, from Earth to the moon, and maybe get billionaires trips to the moon if they want that, and that would help fund it. And a base on the moon where we have solar energy farms and biodomes that use solar and sun's energy, to actually grow plants on the moon. And then we'll launch from the moon to Mars using some kind of solar sail ship or something like that, that uses the renewable energy that's in space itself. And we want to have plans like this that project how to get further than we've ever gone before. And we're going to achieve everything that we can possibly imagine. We have to have these goals, and there will not be stagnation if I become president of the United States, I promise you that. I have goals that some people have not even envisioned before. I want to put solar and geothermal energy across the United States and across the world, and build the facilities with the government, sell them to private industries, get so many fields involved, so many people involved, and also have subsidies and grants for citizens to have solar panels on their houses. But they're going to add to the grid. They're going to add to the electric grid. They're not just getting a socialist addition. I know what Republicans think. They don't want big government, and neither do I. That's I'm against big government. Everything should be sold, bought, and competed for. That's absolutely true. You know, I have studied Republican and Democrat parties for years, and I've taken the best points of both, and I really want to apply libertarian style, and I think that's best. And I offer an alternative that is about the future and imagining everything possible and gathering up every good thing we can get and putting minds and bodies and work and effort and American ambition to it. It's going to be great. So I'm going to spread this video, and I hope people will spread my video and share it with anybody you can. I'm going to put it on Twitter and YouTube and Facebook, and I really thank you for your time for listening to this video. Thank you very much, America. I salute you and the world. Thank you.